Hey, what's up, shrinkkeepers, and welcome back to my channel. And in today's video, I actually wanted to take this opportunity to actually share with you guys about one of the comments that has been shared in the comment section in one of the videos, and that is actually, do I actually use Otocinclus, Otocinclus catfish in my shrimp tanks to actually do some cleaning job. So the long and short of it is actually, so otos are one of the type of cleaning crew for a lot of planted tanks to graze on algae, and that is where I actually use the past experience to actually use back Otocinclus. And the reason is because Otocinclus in itself they are not really hunters. They do not hunt for streams, and that is why we believe that it is fairly safe in that sense. And we are not trying to say that it is 100% safe for shrimp tanks. However, I think if you do the comparison between if Otocinclus is going to kill more streams than people does, then of course the comparison is that actually people kill more streams than Otto does. So Otocinclus, there are actually a few kinds of Otocinclus. There are the normal type, and then of course they have the zebra type as well. And I have a few of them, a few different types. I have also kept para Otocinclus as well, different types of Otocinclus. However, I think from a behavioral perspective, the normal Otocinclus catfish, they actually do not disturb the stream so much in that sense. So I have been using them for quite some time. I know some of the breeders have used them for quite some time. The behavior of them, they do not really go for streamlets. They may accidentally consume some of the streamlets, but I have not seen them. And of course, if you have all the fundamental right, your water parameters right, you have the right source of streams and things like that, and the breeding cycle, more often than not, they are actually quite okay in the tank. They do not really go and hunt for the streams at night. They do not go and disturb the stream as well. I think the good part of this is that you can actually have a very clean tank. However, there's one thing that the Otocinclus catfish do not consume is green spot algae. So green spot algae is actually predominantly taken care by a ramshorn snail or nerate snail. For shrimp tanks, we have a big challenge in terms of nerate snails, is that the nerate snails tend to climb out the tank, and they do not reproduce as well. So from a sustainable approach, we can actually have them for a couple of years, and then we replace them just like the Otto cats. However, like ramshorn, we can actually breed them as well. So we actually use quite a fair bit of a combination of both, if preferably. That is the reason why we introduced the Otocinclus catfish in there, and it has been quite some time. And I think the Otto catfish, they do not survive too well if they are being kept alone in the tank. They usually school in thousands in the wild, and that's the reason why I'm actually trying to figure out what can be done to actually prolong the lifespan. And of course, there has been a lot of experienced breeders out there for Otto catfish, and I have asked a few of them, and one of the things is that Otto catfish, they actually, every time when you purchase, they actually come with they are very susceptible to the sunken belly syndrome. So meaning that every time when they are, you can actually see them not doing well. They have a sunken belly and things like that. Whereas for a very healthy Otto, you can actually see the belly. If they are very full, they are eating well, that's fine. And when we had a discussion regarding Otocinclus catfish, sunken belly and things like that, it is really a hit and miss in terms of that. When we first purchased them, of course, if you are able to breed them out, definitely it's even better, because then you will be able to understand what actually happened. However, I do not have sufficient experience in terms of Otocinclus catfish. If you do have any experience in this catfish, Otto catfish, breeding, keeping them alive, or anything, please share in the comments below. Definitely it will be a great help. I've been researching them and studying them as well. So far I have, I think, an okay success. Maybe I purchased 50 of them, 35, 40 of them still alive, but however the 10, you know, they have either sunken belly or things like that. But in terms of stream tank, there is no direct correlation between, you know, for example, if I have an auto catfish, it means that I would not be able to breed any strips. That is, I think, a myth. That's the reason why I have them in the tank, and they are still okay. I know all the streams are okay, they are breeding well, the streams are still bearing and things like that. So I think more often than not, it's more about the fundamentals. So fundamentally, if we are able to actually breed the streams well, then definitely, you know, even we put a catfish, auto catfish in there, it will not deplete the entire ecosystem. It will not deplete the breeding cycle. It will not disturb the streams as much. So the long and short of it is that auto catfish, in my opinion, they are fine. You can actually introduce them in the tank. However, you will have to have the fundamentals right, the water parameters right, the hard and soft value. You have all these fundamentals right, the streams are breeding well, then you start to introduce the auto catfish. So the auto catfish, the primary reason for me adding them is actually to as a cleaning crew, so that they actually help to, you know, have that presentation ready tank, ready for you know, viewing as well and video taking. The reason is because, you know, every time if we have to clean the glass wall, you know, do everything like that, then it will take a lot of time to actually sustain the hobby, and even take a picture of the streams. Because, you know, when we take a picture of the stream, if the tank wall is dirty or there's algae that's keeping covered, you will not be able to actually show the true picture or the true colors of the stream. And that's the reason why, you know, we have that ideology to actually have the tank in presentation ready mode, to actually take the picture, to actually you know, portray the colors, the true colors of the stream as well. So that's the reason why we have auto catfish in the tank. And of course, you know, if I have the choice, you know, I have a lot of ramshorn snail, then I will be able to put them in each of this tank. The challenge that we have over here is that, you know, the ramshorn snail do not survive long enough to breed for the next generation, and the reason is because the shells get eroded by the low pH, or when the shells are actually you know, coming out with a new shell as they grow, that actually gave the opportunity for the streams to actually attack the snails, and we have seen a lot of so-called, you know, escargo, dead snails that actually was being eaten by the streams as well. So it is a great form of protein. However, you know, what we actually want to achieve is that we have a balance where we have ramshorn in there so that they can clean out the green spot algae, the otos in there to clean out the algae as well. However, like I've mentioned, the ramshorn snail that we have here, I think it's the same type of ramshorn that everybody gets in the world. However, you know, we have a very, very difficult time to actually produce them sufficiently for enough tanks. So for example, if one tank we have about between 8 to 10 pieces, they will never, or they will not, the chances of getting to adulthood and breeding for the next generation is very slim. That's the reason why we are trying very hard to actually breed the ramshorn snail for the stream tanks. Definitely, we will be able to do it with you know, with neutral tank, neutral water tank, where we can actually breed them easily. However, as we put them in the, you know, in the aquarium tank, in the stream tanks, the acidity of the water, and of course the amount of streams in the tank, they will definitely, you know, in the end of the day, I have, you know, so for so many years we are trying very hard to actually sustain the number of ramshorn snail. That is something that we are still doing. So we have tubs that actually breed ramshorn snail just for the stream tanks, and now we actually introduce, you know, Otocinclus catfish to actually help you know, get that algae away, get that algae out. However, you know, like I mentioned, the green spot algae still remains. That is something that we usually use ramshorn to actually eradicate that problem on the green spot algae. I actually wanted to share why we are using auto catfish. And so far it has been very successful. It has not disturbed or disrupted any of the breeding cycles. Streams are still breeding well. Fundamentally, I think at the end of the day, we will need to understand what is required. So fundamentally, all your tank setup and everything is well and proper, streams are breeding, then you introduce the auto catfish. Not to introduce at the very beginning of when the tank is cycling and things like that. So it is very important to get that process right, to have the fundamentals of stream breeding right before we start to add some of this stuff. So it is important because if we add the Otocinclus catfish right at the beginning of the stream cycle, when you set up a tank or reset a tank, then there will be ammonia spike and things like that. So we do not want that to happen. And why do we introduce them much later is because they are also very sensitive to water parameter swing as well. So they are also a great indicator of stream water parameters as well. If you can keep them well in the tank together with the streams, definitely then you are on the right path. However, it is not a definite answer, but it gives you another a touch point where you can actually like a checkpoint where you can actually say that, okay, my Otocinclus is doing well, my streams are doing well, so my water parameters are generally in that right range of parameters. This is something that is not hard and fast rule in the sense that a lot of people use test kit hard water, the hard values or to actually determine whether the tank is ready or not. There is a lot of observation involved, not just okay, my pH is 5.8, my TDS is this and that, my GH is this and that. Everything can be right, but your streams may not be doing well. So this is something that through observation you can actually give a lot more idea on whether the streams are doing well or not. You have to observe them and make the decision. So thank you very much for watching this video. And if you like this video, please remember to like, subscribe, and definitely if you have any other videos that you wish to see in terms of content, please write in the comments below. And until next time, peace out.